Mavic Mini for Christmas, and we only now started doing some test run on it. And after our second run with the video, and my wife now getting much better at controlling it, we went to play the contents of it, and you could see the file there couldn't be opened. I thought maybe initially that I had done something wrong, maybe it didn't copy right or something, but it turns out the file had been corrupted. If you power off the drone while it's still recording, that's one way you can corrupt a file just as certainly as you would if you pull out the video card or the memory card while it's still recording. And I believe it's the former that happened in this case. So on the web I found this utility, Wondershare Repairit, decided to give it a try. So go ahead here, you see me opening that the MP4. Initially hopeful, yeah, look, it gets a thumbnail there, it's missing some info, but it's going to get repaired, and boing, it didn't work. So advanced repair. So I went and clicked on advanced repair, and there we go with the advanced repair. That requires a good footage, and we had our maiden voyage there. So you see me select that, and then I go to open it. And then go to next, and now it uses the information from the initial footage to know how to set up the new one. And there we go with the repair. And there we go. And the repair is now underway. I'm using a 2019 MacBook Pro, the one that has the 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports on it, which is very useful, as that lets you set up a mobile video editing lab. Now you see it moving along pretty fast. Initially I did the repair on the video on my wife's gaming system, which cost a lot more than this MacBook Pro, but the MacBook Pro did it faster for a number of reasons, not the least of which is that Mac equipment is optimized after many years of optimization for video editing. You know, I can't really game too well, but for video editing it does fantastic. When this is done, the free version of this app will let you repair a video. And you can do an advanced repair, but you can't save it unless you have the licensed version. So it was $60, I think is what it was going to cost for the repair. I was very, very skeptical about that. I did some research on the web, saw some YouTube videos, and realized, okay, this is legit. It is a legit purchase from a company in Hong Kong. That got me a little concerned. But it actually was legit. Okay, now you see me do the click OK here. And now I do a preview. And that's a 30-second preview that it will do on a video. And now all of a sudden, oh, I looked at that. Hey, there it is, and you could see footage as the drone, the Mavic Mini, is taking to flight, and how my wife now orients it. And you see the back end of our property, and so you see here the 30-second video, and it is working. It's working. This much you can see, but to save it, you do need to have a licensed copy. I have a Samsung X5 as an external drive, and a folder for drone footage. And I'm going to put it in there. I didn't realize it would put it in its own folder, so I renamed it at this point because I didn't want to overwrite. I don't like to lose things, even if they seem to be defective, unless I'm very sure, because just prior experience as a technologist. And you can see saving the video here is moving along very fast. And that is the beauty of that Samsung X5 SSD. I'll do a separate video on that in the near future, as you do need external storage on whenever you do video editing, especially if you have a Mac, because it's such a premium to buy that internal storage, and mine only has 256 gigabytes, and that you don't want to fill that up. So I have an external drive. Okay. And this last bit takes a little bit longer, but it still moves quite well. I've been impressed with the speeds. While I did the repair, this is a reenactment of the repair. It's a real reenactment of the repair, but the actual one was done on a Windows 10 gaming PC. But the repair and the copy took 3 to 4 times longer, even though that system, in terms of CPU and memory, just, you know, you'd say below this MacBook Pro out of the water, but that wasn't the case when it comes to video editing. For gaming, absolutely, but for video editing, this Apple equipment is just so much optimized for the task. So it's really hard to beat it. You could do video editing well on one of the more recent MacBook Airs, as my daughter, who's a videographer, would attest. Okay, let's see here. We're getting near the end, and then when it's done, you'll see me do a start playing the video, which is no longer a preview. It's actually just playing it, and you'll see that it's working just fine. So if how often do I plan to use this utility? This is a utility that probably won't get used very often, but when it comes into play, like other specialized tools, it becomes everything. And so I can't see that if you wanted to have your own YouTube channel, such as myself and my wife, that you're going to want to have the means to repair video, because it will come up. There we are, we're done. And it only took about 2 minutes to copy that file. Actually, more like 1.5 minutes. Okay, so now I'm just going to move it out of that folder that the app created. I want everything in that drone footage folder. Yeah, I'm not going to overwrite what the bad footage. I'll keep it. I'll just rename this one. Get rid of that empty folder, and rename this one here. I don't like the word copy in there. A for alternate. And now let me go ahead and play this through QuickTime, and you see the initial footage that you saw before. That was from the preview, and in a moment I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. There you are. So you can see another section of the video. Phenomenal footage that you can do with the Mavic Mini drone. And there you have it. It's all done, and it was successful.